beneficial for you people only. Okay, fine. I have shared my screen. Is it visible to you?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, thank you. So I have started now recording, right? So now we will start our lecture. So before moving to the next topic, let us recall the things we have done. Means in this unit, if you remember, we have started with the partial differential equations, right? What do you mean by this partial differential equation? When they are called the linear, when it is called the non-linear, all these things we have seen. So partial differential equation is divided into two parts. One is linear partial differential equation and one is non-linear partial differential equation. Linear means if you consider the dependent variable as z, which is depending on independent variables x and y. So when you consider the partial derivatives of it, that means del z by del x, which we have denoted with p, del z by del y, which is denoted with respect to with q later. In that case, suppose your differential equation contains the partial derivatives as well as the dependent variable all with degree 1 and they are not multiplied together, then such a differential equation, partial differential equation is called a linear differential equation. And we have seen in this case the Lagrange's equation, right? So Lagrange's differential equation will be of the form, क्या होता है Lagrange's differential equation का form? Capital P into P plus capital Q into Q is equal to R. And if you want to solve such type of partial differential equation, of course this is of first order, first degree. In that case, you have to consider the auxiliary equations, right? And auxiliary equations are nothing but dx upon p is equal to dy upon q is equal to dz upon r. And either with the method of grouping or with the method of multipliers, you can solve these expressions and you will have the corresponding solution as f of uv is equal to 0, right? That is what for the linear case. Then from the last lecture, we have started with the non-linear case. So when we are given non-linear partial differential equation, that expression is divided into four cases. First case we will consider as it involves only P and Q, right? So suppose it is of the kind f of PQ is equal to 0. Some expression you are given only in terms of P and Q. In that case, we have to assume that z is equal to ax plus by plus c be the solution of this one, right? So in that case, when you partially derivate z with respect to x, you will get p as a and q as b. Then you have to substitute this expression in the given expression 1. Then you are able to get either a constant quantity in terms of b or b in terms of a. So in that case, the solution is given by, suppose आपने a find out किया in terms of b, then this a will be replaced by f of b x plus by plus c. और अगर आपने a को b को in terms of a find out किया, तो this is nothing but some function of a into y plus c. So in either case you can consider. So this is the case where only involvement of P and Q. Today we will discuss case 2, and case 2 means it is nothing but the expression will now allow the dependent variable to come. Means now we are going to consider the case where you have f of z, p and q. Means now we are going to allow the expressions containing the dependent variable z and partial derivative of it, right? They might be in the term with the multiplication because we are considering the non-linear partial differential equation, so that quantity has to be allowed. So suppose you are given such type of expression. In that case, what we have to do, right? So let us discuss that part one by one. And simultaneously, I will write the cases over here, right? So I will skip one slide for that portion. So today we are going to discuss case 2, where the expression involving the dependent variable p and q, that is partial derivative of that dependent variable with respect to x and y. So in that case, what we have to do? Case 1 में था कि आप ax plus by is equal to c जो है उसको expression उसको solution मान के चलेंगे, right? In this case, what we'll do? Whenever you are given any expression with these three terms, so in that case we have to assume that consider u is equal to x plus ay, where a is any constant. Okay, so consider this kind of straight line as a integral of it. Now z we have considered as dependent variable, right? और z जो आप ले रहे हो वो क्या है? तो it is a solution of this expression and it will be some expression in terms of u. Means I can say z is a function of u, right? And u is a function of both x and y. This we are going to assume that this is a solution. U is equal to x plus ay be the expression that we are going to assume. So f of u is a solution of given expression 1, suppose. So now z will be function of u will be function of x and y. Therefore, when I talk about the partial derivative of z with respect to x, I have to go via chain rule. Means in that case, I have to consider z is the expression of u only, either single variable, so it is du. U is also a function of x and y, so corresponding to that we have to consider the partial derivative. So this expression will be from the chain rule. Now u is equal to x plus ay you are given, therefore del u by del x, if you consider, what it will be? This is the expression you have. What will be the del u by del x?
1.
1, right? So del z by del x means this is from our notation, this is small p. So small p is nothing but dz upon du. Similarly, q is what? So q is del z by del y. Using chain rule, this one will be nothing but dz by du. चेन रूल से हम z को पहले u में लिखेंगे into del u by del y. So u is x plus ay we have assumed. So what is del u by del y? A. So this is a dz upon du. So now whatever expression you are given, that is the given partial differential equation. In that you have to substitute p is equal to dz by du, q is equal to a dz by du. So in that case your expression will convert into the ordinary differential equation. और ordinary differential equation में convert होने के बाद आपको पता है कि उसको solve कैसे करना है, right? तो in this case means जब भी आपको f of z p q वाला expression दिया हुआ है तो आपको क्या assume करना है कि z is equal to f of u will be the solution, where you have to assume this one, and in this case p will be dz by du and q will be a into dz by du, and then you have to substitute all these values to the given expression and solve that particular one, right? Let me show you this part, then we'll consider the example. एग्जाम्पल से आप लोगों को अच्छे से समझ में आएगा कि कैसे पूरा केस सॉल्व होता है. या सो इक्वेशन नॉट इन्वॉल्विंग द इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल, राइट? यहाँ पे z p q तीनों ही इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है. दैट मीन्स जो x एंड y है वो हम नहीं ले रहे, सो इट इज फ्री फ्रॉम इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स. सो इन दैट केस assume u is equal to x plus ay, right? So in that case p will be nothing but dz by du and q will be nothing but a into dz by du. Substituting the value of p and q in the given expression, this one, we obtain the ordinary differential equation of first order in the variable z and u. Solve it, and finally you have to replace u by the assumed one expression, that is x plus ay. So that is what the procedure is. Okay, so let us see how to solve such type of differential equation. So here we are given the example, right? Q square is equal to z square into p square into 1 minus p square. If you remember, the previous case was this kind, means in that case we are allowed to involve only p and q. Here we are going to allow one more variable, that is z. Okay, so now we are going to see that how to solve this type of equation. Okay, so let us see. I will write here solve q square is equal to z square p square into 1 minus p square, right? Of course, you can see that this is a non-linear differential equation because they are of degree 2, right? So solution of it, so we are given, तो पहले हम एक्सप्रेशन लिख देंगे. वी आर गिवन q square is equal to z square into p square 1 minus p square. So that is what the expression 1 we will give it to. Now you can see that the expression involving z, p and q only. Therefore this is of type case 2. Case 2 जब भी आता है तो you have to assume u is equal to x plus ay, right? So let u is equal to x plus ay, comma a belongs to r. A is any constant, either you can write a constant or the a belongs to r quantity. So in that case p will be what? So p will be nothing but, as we have derived in the theory part, p will be dz by du using chain rule, and q will be a dz by du using chain rule, right? Okay, so in that case now we will substitute the value of p and q in 1. So substituting the values of these values in 1, we get, so what we get, q square means square of this quantity, so it is a square into dz by du whole square. Don't confuse with dz by du whole square and d square z by du square. Here we are going to consider the square of the entire derivative, right? This is nothing but dz into dz by du into dz by du. It has a difference with the second order derivative. Z square as it is, p square is the square of this one, that is dz by du square into 1 minus dz by du square, and this parenthesis will be completed over here. So you can see that from both of this will get cancelled. Implies I can write 1 minus dz by du whole square is equal to a square upon z square, right? What do we want to find out? We want to find out the solution of this partial differential equation, means z is equal to some function in terms of x and y, right? So what we have to do, we have to make this dz by du as LHS so that we can easily integrate the corresponding expression, right? So you can see that dz by du whole square is nothing but I can take to this side and this to this side. So it is 1 minus a square upon z square, which is nothing but z square minus a square upon z square. So implies if we consider the square root both the sides, so dz by du is nothing but plus or minus z square minus a square upon z. Square root of z square is plus or minus z, so that we are going to consider, right? So now you can say that this is ordinary differential equations involving z वेरिएबल एंड u वेरिएबल। यहाँ पे जो थियोरी पार्ट लिखा था कि ऑर्डिनरी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन ऑफ फर्स्ट ऑर्डर में कन्वर्ट होगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ वेरिएबल z एंड u। सो हियर वी अराइव एट दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टेज where we are given ordinary differential equation in terms of z and u variable. So now you can see that we can easily separate the variables, and then considering the integration both the sides we will have the answer, right? So separable variable में कैसे कर सकते हैं? तो you can see that this will be nothing but z upon square root of z square minus a square dz is equal to plus or minus du, right? I have separated the variables. So now integrating both the sides, integrating both the sides we get, so integration z upon z square minus a square raised to 1 by 2 dz, or I can consider this as, let me write in that form so that you can observe that what will be the integration. Z square minus a square raised to minus 1 by 2. I can write this one. dz is equal to plus or minus integration du, and c is the arbitrary constant of the integration, right? C belongs to R. Now, how to solve this first integration?
Z square equal to
Considering
t
z
and
square minus
apply
a
both
square
side
equal to
derivative.
t.
Yes. So, for that we have to multiply and divide by 2, right? So, you know that f dash of x, fx raised to n is there. Then the corresponding integration will be nothing but f of x, this is not a dash, okay, raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. We are going to apply this formula, and you can see that this is your f of x, n is minus 1 by 2 and corresponding derivative is 2z. So now from this formula I can write the corresponding integration will be nothing but square root of z square minus a square. ऑफ कोर्स ये 1 by 2 यहाँ का रहेगा, और n इज minus 1 by 2, तो minus 1 by 2 plus 1, 1 by 2, denominator will also contain 1 by 2, so that 1 by 2, 1 by 2 gets cancelled, is equal to plus or minus u plus c, right? So this is nothing but, I can say z square minus a square will be nothing but u plus c, taking square both the sides. So this one will be there, and therefore z square is equal to a square plus u plus c whole square, and implies z is equal to plus or minus square root of a square plus u plus c whole square, where what is u? Don't forget to substitute the value of u, which is x plus ay. So x plus ay plus c whole square, where a and c are constant quantities. So this is what the general solution of the given partial differential equation. In the material, the solution is given, but here while substituting the value of x, there is a mistake. Here it is x plus ay. You please make a note of this one, okay? So in this expression, and they have considered the constant of the integration as b, right? But you are habituated to take the constant of integration by symbol c, letter c. That's why I have considered c. Okay? Constant quantity आप अपने हिसाब से कुछ भी ले सकते हो, right? Okay. So from this one, tell me whether the theory part of the case 2 from this example is clear to everyone. Please raise your hand. स्टेप में एक बार फिर से रिकॉल करवा देती हूँ कि जब भी एक्सप्रेशन आपका z p q के टर्म्स में होगा, दैट मीन्स इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स x एंड y एब्सेंट होंगे, उस केस में पहला आपको एज्यूम करना है कि u इज इक्वल टू x प्लस ए वाई बी द एक्सप्रेशन, उसके हिसाब से p और q आ जाएगा, जो dz बाई du होगा, q होगा a इंटू dz बाई du. फिर आपको ये जो दो वैल्यूज मिली है उसको सब्सटीट्यूट करना है इन द गिवन एक्सप्रेशन, उसको वो ऑर्डिनरी डिफरेंशियल फर्स्ट ऑर्डर में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. यू नो हाउ टू सॉल्व फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन वेरी वेल, एंड फ्रॉम applying those methods, you are able to get the solution z in terms of function of u, right? And finally, you have to consider the substitution of u, which is x plus ay. So that is what the procedure is. Okay, so now if you are comfortable with this one, then we can consider the examples from the list. And yes, the first example is z is equal to p square plus q square. Solve. Z is equal to p square plus q square. I will give this as 1. Let us solve this. Before solving this, now there are 78 students, so I will just tell you. जिन्होंने भी ये रिकॉर्डिंग के साथ जो भी छेड़खानी की थी, उनको मैं बता दूं कि ये जो नुकसान हुआ है ना, वो आप लोगों का हुआ है, मेरा कुछ भी नहीं गया है। लेकिन प्रीवियस 2 लेक्चर्स जो लोग जेन्युइनली नहीं अटेंड कर पाए, किसी का इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रॉब्लम होगा, किसी का वाईफाई का प्रॉब्लम होगा, वो अटेंड नहीं कर पाए, और उनको अगर रिफर करना है, या तो घर में कोई ऐसी इमरजेंसी आ गई है और वो नहीं अटेंड कर पाए, तो उस केस में उन लोगों के लिए ये एक बहुत बड़ा नुकसान है कि उनके माइंड में ये होगा कि हम लोग वीडियो लेक्चर्स देख के रिफर कर लेंगे, राइट? तो जो भी ऐसा कर रहा है, सुधर जाओ, मैं इतना ही बोलूँगी। ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करूँगी, मेरी एनर्जी भी वेस्ट नहीं करूँगी, क्योंकि मेरा इसमें कुछ नहीं जाता है। मैंने लास्ट लेक्चर में भी बोला था कि ये मेरा टाइम बच गया कि ये 2 लेक्चर्स मुझे यूट्यूब पे अपलोड नहीं करने पड़े, राइट? तो जो भी लोग कर रहे हो, ऐसा मत करो। अपने आप से पूछो, क्या ये तुम सही कर रहे हो? बस इतना काफ़ी है। जो अंदर से आपको आंसर मिलता है वो काफ़ी है। आगे मुझे ज़्यादा कुछ बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। टीम्स का तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं था, वो मैंने आपको दिखाया था। CSE में वो हो रहा था रिकॉर्डिंग, तो टीम्स का प्रॉब्लम नहीं था। आई हैव चेक टुडे बिफोर योर क्लास टाइमिंग एट 11:30 आई हैव चेक ऑल द सेटिंग्स. I have not done any kind of change in the Microsoft Teams settings as well, और आज उसके साथ सीधा ही रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट हो गया है. मीन्स देर इज सम प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम यू पीपल, और जिन्होंने भी किया है लॉस आप लोगों को ही है, और जेन्युइनली जो अटेंड नहीं कर पाए उनके लिए ये आई विल कंसिडर दिस एज 1 लॉस. ओके, सो लेट अस सॉल्व दिस एग्जांपल नाउ. सो पहले ही एग्जाम में आप लोगों को ये केसेस बाइफरकेट करके नहीं दिए होंगे. यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट दिस एग्जाम्पल विल फॉल इन विच केस कैटेगरी, right? So here you can see that since this expression involve only z, p and q, this expression is independent of the variable, independent variables x and y, therefore it will fall into the category case 2. केस 2 के अंदर जैसे ही वो फॉल करता है, तो you have to assume that let u is equal to x plus ay be the expression, right? Then small p is equal to क्या हो जाएगा? तो it will be dz by du and q will be nothing but a into dz by du, right? So now we have to substitute all these values. So substituting these values in 1, we get, तो z is equal to dz by du whole square plus a into dz by du whole square, right? So now we have to simplify and we have to try to convert it in terms of the simple first order ordinary differential equation. So उस केस में z is equal to du by dz whole square I can take common, and in the bracket I will have 1 plus a square, right? So in that case implies du by dz will be nothing but, you can see that this is 1, huh? Don't confuse with this with the plus sign. So this is 1. So du by dz whole square will be nothing but z upon 1 plus a square, and while taking square root both the sides, this one will be the, of course, with square root of z, and this one will be also with the square root of z. आप यहाँ से लिख सकते हो if you have confusion. Oh, sorry. This is del z by del u, huh? Del z by del u, dz by du. So dz by du whole square is nothing but z upon square root, sorry, not a square root this time. It is z upon 1 plus a square, and implies while taking both the side square roots we'll have this one, right? So now you can see that it is a separable variable form. So implies you can write dz upon z is plus or minus 1 upon square root of 1 plus a square du. So taking integration both the sides, what will have? So integrating we have z रेज टू माइनस 1/2 जाएगा, उसका डेरिवेटिव 1 है, वो ऑलरेडी आपके साथ है. जो अभी फॉर्मूला लास्ट एग्जाम्पल में हमने अप्लाई की वही फॉर्मूला यहाँ पर भी अप्लाई होगी. तो व्हाट विल बी द करस्पॉन्डिंग इंटीग्रेशन? z रेज टू 1/2 आएगा, राइट? और डिनोमिनेटर में 1/2, तो इट विल बी 2 इंटू z रेज टू 1/2 इज इक्वल टू, ये जो है दैट इज प्लस और माइनस u अपॉन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 प्लस a square. So when you simplify this one, or taking both the sides, I forgot to write the integration constant quantity c, right? So now you can see that I will write c dash. Why, I will tell you later. Right? So this is 2 into square root of 1 plus a square z raised to 1/2 is equal to plus or minus u plus c dash into 1 plus a square. Right? A is a constant quantity, 1 is constant, so the square root will be constant. C dash is also constant, so I can write this as plus or minus u plus c, where c is nothing but this one. Okay. So implies now taking square both the sides, what will have? 4 1 plus a square into z is equal to, प्लस और माइनस वाली जो साइन है वो अगर आप कॉमन ले लोगे तो c भी कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी है, तो इट विल नॉट मेक अ डिफरेंस. सो u plus c whole square, and therefore now you can say what will be z. So z is nothing but, or you can keep it as it is, right? तो z into u क्या लिया है, तो x plus ay plus c whole square divided by 4 square root नहीं है 1 plus a square. So this is what the final solution of the expression. Okay. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt to any student? Okay, if not, then try to solve this expression. Third one, p into 1 plus q is equal to qz. चलो जल्दी सॉल्व करो और मुझे बताओ क्या आएगा आंसर इसका. आई एम गिविंग यू 3 minutes to complete it. जिनका हो जाए वो आंसर बताना मुझे।
Ma'am, I got the answer.
यस,
Z equals to
z इज इक्वल टू
e raised to u plus c.
e रेज टू
E raised to, yes, e raised to u.
u plus c. You have not substituted the value of u.
Yes, ma'am. E raised to x plus ay plus c.
Okay. Okay, let us see.
मैम और भी है,
हाँ जी,
और है आंसर में।
अच्छा,
अ,
ओके।
इतना न्यूमरेटर में और प्लस वन भी होगा और डिनोमिनेटर में होगा ए।
ए,
ई रेस टू यू प्लस सी और नीचे प्लस वन आएगा।
नीचे या
नीचे
ऊपर?
न्यूमरेटर में प्लस वन आएगा।
दिस वन।
टोटल न्यूमरेटर में प्लस वन।
हाँ,
ओके ओके।
ओके। 1 plus e raised to u plus c upon a. Very good. So since this is, how many of you got this answer? How many of you are actually solving it? Please raise your hand, those who are solving it. Okay. Simultaneously, I am also doing it. So just see to it. Those who are not able to solve it, they can see. And जिनका हो गया है वो ये एग्जाम्पल स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. PQ is equal to Z square. Okay. PQ is equal to Z square. Yeah. So since this one is free from independent variables x and y, let u is equal to x plus ay, where a is belongs to R. A is any constant quantity. Then P is dz by du and Q is a dz by du. Therefore 1 becomes, तो क्या हो जाएगा, it is P that is dz by du, 1 plus Q that is 1 plus a dz by du is equal to qz, so it is a dz by du into z, right? So now we can see that this will cancel out with this one and implies we can write 1 plus a dz by du is nothing but az, implies a dz by du is nothing but az minus 1. So implies a dz, oh, a I can take to another side, and therefore dz by du is same as az minus 1 upon a. Right? So now you can see that you can easily separate the variables, right? So implies a az minus 1 dz is equal to du. So taking integration both the sides, you can see that this one will be nothing but log az minus 1 left hand side integration will be log az minus 1, right? Derivative is already there in the numerator, is equal to u plus c. C is arbitrary constant, right? And therefore log az minus 1 is this one, therefore let me write c dash. So az minus 1 is equal to e raised to u plus c dash, that is e raised to u into e raised to c dash. C dash is constant, so e raised to c dash is also constant. That I will denote with c, right? So c is equal to e raised to c dash, and therefore You can write from this one that what will be the z. So z is nothing but az will be nothing but 1 plus c e raised to u implies z is 1 upon a 1 plus c e raised to, and what is u? So it is x plus ay. So a and c are constant quantity, then the solution is given by this one. You can keep e raised to c as it is, but since we will involve the arbitrary constant in the small letter forms, that's why I have chosen here c dash, and I have tried to convert that quantity into the constant quantity only, right? So this one is the correct answer. Okay. PQ is equal to z square इजीली हो जाता है.
यस मैम.
स्क्वायर क्वांटिटी आएगी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में, स्क्वायर रूट लोगे आप लोग, फिर उसका इंटीग्रेशन लोगे, इजीली इट कैन बी डन. क्या मिला आंसर उसका?
z equals to e raised to x plus ay, मतलब प्लस माइनस x plus ay.
ओके. सी नहीं आ रहा है?
c तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा ना मैम, ये मतलब c इंटू ई रेस्ट टू ऐसा है.
ओके फाइन, लेट अस सी.
x और भी है मैम, रूट a
हाँ,
है नीचे.
क्या
x
है?
plus ay डिवाइड बाय रूट है, x plus ay डिवाइड बाय रूट है.
डिवाइड बाय
Okay.
ए, द एंटायर क्वांटिटी डिवाइडेड बाय
नो मैम, पावर जो है वो डिवाइड
पावर.
बाय रूट a. रूट a है.
पी क्यू इज इक्वल टू जेड स्क्वायर, राइट. मैं अभी वो जो सेंटेंसेस है वो नहीं लिख रही हूँ, आपको सीधा दिखा देती हूँ. डी जेड बाई डी यू विल बी पी, ए डी जेड बाई डी यू विल बी क्यू, एंड दैट इज इक्वल टू जेड स्क्वायर. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट ए डी जेड बाई डी यू होल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू जेड स्क्वायर. तो डी जेड बाई डी यू whole square is nothing but z square by a, and therefore dz by du will be nothing but plus or minus z upon square root of a. तो इसको जब आप सेपरेबल वेरिएबल में ले जा करके सॉल्व करोगे तो इट इज dz upon z is equal to plus or minus du upon square root of a. Taking integration both the sides, log z is equal to plus or minus u upon square root of a, plus you can consider this as a log c also, right? So in that case, z will be nothing but e raised to plus or minus u upon square root of a into e raised to c. So if I consider c dash, then this is nothing but, so z is equal to e raised to c dash, I will denote it with c, e raised to plus or minus x plus ay upon square root of a. So that is what the correct answer corresponds to this one. Let us do now fourth one. Take u is equal to x plus ay, then p is equal to dz by du, and q is equal to a dz by du. Therefore 1 becomes dz by du whole square z square plus a dz by du whole square is equal to 1. So implies you can write now, taking dz by du whole square common, this one will be nothing but z square plus a square, right? So z square plus a square is equal to 1. So this is nothing but dz by du is nothing but plus or minus 1 upon square root of z square plus a square. Taken both the sides square root simultaneously, right? So now you can see that this is first order ordinary differential equation with the separable variable form. So this is nothing but plus or minus square root of z square plus a square dz is equal to du, or you can take plus or minus sign to this side, right? So what is integration of this? Integrating
Z
both
square
this.
plus A square raised to 3 by 2 into 2 by 3.
Sorry,
Whole raised to 3 by 2 into 2 by 3.
how?
I think it will be y square is constant. So whole term is in Z square plus 1 raised to 1 by 2.
In that case, you must have a derivative also, no?
No,
If you
ma'am.
want,
I consider whole as a 1 by 2 raised to 1 by 2.
you are saying this one, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So how you have applied the integration formula? वो जो आप फॉर्मूला 3/2 प्लस 1 वाली कर रहे हो उसके लिए इसका डेरिवेटिव भी तो होना चाहिए ना बाजू में 2z है
No,
आपके पास कहीं पर भी
no, ma'am.
हाँ तो नहीं अप्लाई कर सकते ना इसका आएगा लॉग के टर्म्स में अगर आप फॉर्मूला का लिस्ट देखोगे तो दिस इज लॉग ऑफ मॉड्यूलस ऑफ z प्लस square root of z square plus a square if you remember this one and that is equal to plus or minus u plus c, right? So now e raised to z plus or both taking both the sides exponential I can directly write z plus square root of z square plus a square is equal to e raised to plus or minus u plus c. So this is nothing but absolute of z square plus a square is e raised to plus or minus ay plus x plus c. So this is what the solution, right? Okay. इसको होमवर्क में दे दूं मैं कर लोगे 4 examples are sufficient I think for this one. If you need a solution for this example, I will provide you. If you are not able to get it, let me write the corresponding answer to this one. It will be nothing but I have solved it and it will be z square is equal to a square minus x plus b I have taken, but what is b? Okay, just wait. Yeah. Is okay. See here already A is the given term in the constant quantity in the given expression only. So in that case, what we'll do? You can assume U is equal to x plus by instead of ay, because in that case, that A and this A will be have some conflict in the answer. And in the method also you can easily what you can say cancel out, or you can simplify the term by considering these two constant quantities same. So don't do this kind of things, just assume u is equal to x plus by where b is the constant quantity, and if you assume this one you will have the answer x plus by upon square root of 1 plus b whole square plus sorry square root of 1 plus b square plus c entire square, right? B and C are constant quantity. So this is what the final answer you will get for this one, fifth one.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, I have third and fourth numbers.
yes.
मैम उसमें इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ अंडर रूट जेड स्क्वायर प्लस ए स्क्वायर उसकी फॉर्मूला जेड बाई टू रूट जेड स्क्वायर प्लस ए स्क्वायर बाई टू लॉग ऐसा कुछ है आगे आपने टर्म नहीं लिखे हुए हैं।
इंटीग्रेशन फॉर्मूला की बात कर रहे हो?
हाँ मैम।
एक मिनट है।
यस मैम, मैंने आंसर भी सेंड किया है चैट में।
आंसर सेम आएगा ऐसा?
आंसर सेम नहीं, डिफरेंट है मैम, मैंने चैट में भेजा लिखवा।
अच्छा एक
हाँ
मिनट।
मैम, इंटीग्रेशन फॉर्मूला गलत है।
ओके आई विल जस्ट चेक। Oh yes. It will be z by 2 into square root and then a square by 2 ln. Yes. That is my mistake. Huh? Please, just a moment. I will just correct it. तो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. I am extremely sorry for this one. Thank you for correcting my mistake. Huh? Z by 2 into square root of z square plus a square और यहाँ पर आ जाएगा a square by 2, right?
यस मैम, आप सही है।
A square by 2 ln this one z plus this one. Yes, now it is correct. तो यहाँ पर भी ये सारी टर्म आ जाएगी z by 2 square root of z square plus a square by 2. ये सब एक्सपोनेंशियल में चला जाएगा ये स्टेप में. दिस इज इक्वल टू ये साइड पे जाएगा और फिर ये पूरा टर्म जो है वो एक्सपोनेंट में चला जाएगा. आर यू गेटिंग इट? और ये a square by 2 जो है उसके पावर में चला जाएगा. Just wait, let me write the entire thing, otherwise you will get confused. Okay, so ये जो केस है यहाँ से मैं एक और स्टेप लिख देती हूँ. a square by 2 log z plus square root of z square plus a square is equal to plus or minus u plus c और ये वाली क्वांटिटी यहाँ पर that is minus z by 2 z square plus a square, right? तो यहाँ से जब आप दोनों साइड एक्सपोनेंशियल अप्लाई करोगे तो a square by 2 ये पावर में चला जाएगा, right? और यहाँ पर it will be minus z by 2 square root of a square plus z square. और यहाँ पर we have to z by 2 z square plus a square and it will be a square by 2. Is it clear now? Thank you for correcting my mistake. Huh? Okay, fine. Thank you, Dhruval and Muskan. So, fifth example, I have already given you the answer. Case 3 and case 4, I will consider in the next class because it is already 1 o'clock. I have planned to complete third case today, but it is not completed. So, I will take it on in the next class. We are going to meet on Friday at 2:20, one extra class. You have committed in last week that you will be given me one extra class, right? And अगर Saturday complete नहीं होता है तो Friday complete नहीं होता है syllabus, then we will keep one extra class on Saturday also. Okay, so 2:20 को तो हम मिल ही रहे, Saturday का timing हम लोग बाद में fix करेंगे, right? So Thursday, Friday, Thursday your class कितने बजे है? 10 and 12 o'clock, 12:10 को. So Thursday we are going to meet at 12:10, Friday 2:20, right? एंड सैटरडे का टाइम बाद में फिक्स करेंगे इफ वी नीड दैट पर्टिकुलर क्लास, अदरवाइज आई विल ट्राई टू फिनिश इट ऑन फ्राइडे. Okay, so now if you don't have a doubt, you can leave this meeting. Bye, take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.